So I'm here at a company called Hassle-Free Cars, and they basically provide a service for you to store your car while you rent it out on a service for car sharing like Turo or Get a Ride, something similar to that. So I had a little chat with Caleb, who is one of the founding members of this company, to see what sort of services they provide and maybe help answer that question of whether or not you really can make your dream car pay for itself. Here's what we talked about.
You may not know what Turo is, but Turo is a car sharing service a lot like Airbnb, but for your car. Owners can list their vehicle for rent, set a price, and potentially make money on their vehicle when they don't need to use it themselves. One of the most convenient places to pick up the vehicle is from the airport.
Caleb, so first things first, you have a really interesting company here. Can you tell us, just give us a full rundown of what you guys do. What are all the services that you provide to owners from Turo?
Sure. Yeah, so we're in fine airport parking. We got to know the owners, family-run company, and we are their flagship tenant. And we share shuttles, we share people, we share car washes. So what we do is we take all the actual hard work and the stuff that's not fun about Turo away from the owners. So what's not fun is washing cars. You know, if you've got a fleet of 10 cars, it very quickly becomes not fun. The fun part's buying cars, the fun part's selling cars, the fun part's doing that, driving cars. Yeah. But what we do is you know, basically we're taking care of everything. So we're checking cars in and out. We take all the photographs.
So in the photos, as part of a Turo process or a similar car sharing service, right? The photos are just to make sure that the person who is renting the car didn't completely mess it up and destroy it, right?
Correct. And we actually take that liability away from the Turo owners.
Oh, okay.
So it becomes my responsibility to return the vehicle to, like if you had a car with us, I got to return it in the same or better condition minus normal wear and tear. And Turo is very specific on that. It's a 3-inch scratch, but through the paint.
Okay.
So if we miss the damage, that becomes something that we take the responsibility for.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we have to take good care of the cars, or
you're going to be paying a lot of money.
We wash the cars. We file damage claims. We record the miles. We do have on-site fueling.
Okay.
I think we talked about that briefly. We only provide premium fuel, so whatever kind of car somebody has, we do all the fueling.
Yep.
The biggest one is we put all the cars on our toll pass, and we build them all out, collect that money from the customers, so the owners don't actually have to. Huge time consumer. And then of course, you know, you can see one of these shuttles going right now, all that shuttle traffic where they can land right there. They get on the shuttle, they don't have to do anything, and then these are actually our cars.
Yeah.
So the customer walks right up. We have on-site valets to verify identification 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, including Christmas and New Year's.
Yep.
If you just gotten into Turo now, man, it would be really hard to get up to speed with all the subtle nuances and all the things you have to do, what's damaged. I mean, if you even go to the Facebook page, start reading through the stuff, you probably wouldn't even want to do it. Anytime one of those emails comes out, a policy change, we're making sure that we're adapting with it.
Yeah.
Oh, and something we didn't talk about yet, we're also on Get Around.
Oh yeah, so there's more than just Turo, and it's not the only service out there that does that.
We'll continue to program them in. So our valet, we've built a custom app, so the valet just says, okay, Mike's here.
Yep.
And we verify Mike's ID, and Mike gets into a car.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to the valet if it's Get Around or if it's Turo or whatever else may be coming down the pipes.
It's all in your own system.
It's all in the own system, and the owners can set their pricing and do whatever they want. And another cool benefit of it is it's your car.
Sure.
So you can email our team and say, my mom's going to be here Sunday at 7 p.m. I'd like her to drive my car. Cool, no problem. It's your car. The valet is going to say, okay, Mike's mom's here.
Yeah.
And they're going to give Mike's mom the keys. And if Mike's mom causes an accident or something like that, that's your responsibility, but it's your car.
Not only does Caleb run Hassle-Free Car, but he also rents cars on Turo himself. And Caleb says he brings in roughly $1,000 per month on one of his vehicles. But keep in mind, this price will change depending on the vehicle and the season.
We got off space right here, and they get a schedule that just shows them cars going out at what time. All the keys keep locked up here, and then we have crazy security cameras that watch everything. And again, we've never had a theft, we've never had a car not come back, and it's because of all the systems that are really in place. All the valet drivers too, when they pick up a customer for a Turo, they radio us from the airport saying, hey, we've got a Turo customer on board. We already know who it is, so we're already expecting them when they show up.
This is, of course, your section of the garage, right?
Yeah, this is only a little bit. We have all of our other cars are way in the back.
Gotcha.
These are cleaned, prepped, ready to go out
They
either
all
today or
look,
tomorrow.
They're so shiny, like every single one.
Yep, they're all full of fuel. They've already had the photographs uploaded to Turo.
Okay.
The miles is documented and the fuel levels.
There you go.
So this is the maintenance bay. We'll do tires, brakes, oil changes, and then windshields. Honestly, I've been in here where there's 6 windshields going on all on at once.
Here in Colorado, we have a lot of rocks on the road, and I imagine you get a lot of rock chips coming back. As a Turo owner yourself, can you talk to these guys about some of the risks associated with renting your car? Because to me, it sounds like, okay, you have some stranger driving your car. Who knows how good of a driver they are? Who knows if they have their own insurance? What sort of things do you have to look out for as an owner, and what sort of things does Hassle Free provide that gives you a little bit of peace of mind?
The biggest claim we've had to date, somebody wrecked a 2018 Tesla 100D.
Ooh.
Totaled it out. I think it was in the news.
Wow. Okay.
And Turo paid
They paid for it?
paid up.
Wow. No
We
kidding.
oversaw the whole thing, and they paid up.
How quickly did the owner get their money back? Do you know? Or can you disclose that? That might not be something you can share.
I mean, it's an insurance. It takes some time.
Sure.
The other big risk that we should cover, some things that we hear about, is owners. You know, if you're on Turo on your own, owners making exceptions to the policy, or the driver's license, or names being mismatched. We have an owner moved all his cars here from Minneapolis. He made an exception to the driver's license policy. Timothy and Tim, something very simple.
Yeah.
Cost him $12,000.
Wow.
And
Yikes.
it's like one of those, well, what happened was the guy was committing fraud. Typically the guys commit fraud are really smart and good at it.
Yeah.
We don't make exceptions to Turo policies. He did, and the car disappeared for 35 days. Yeah.
So to recap, you guys store the cars, you deliver them to the customers, you take care of them, you keep them in a secure facility, and make sure they don't get hailed or snowed or rained on.
Correct.
While they're here. How much does all that cost for someone who owns the car and is trying to rent it through Turo or a similar service?
Yeah, great questions. With all the photos, all the fueling, all the storage, all the work, all the tolls, everything, all the damage claims, the repairs, we oversee all of that, and we charge a flat fee of $300 a month.
Is there a certain contract you have to sign? Do you have to sign up for 12 months at a time, or is it pay as you go, and when you're done, you're done?
Yeah, so we've been doing this for 3 years now. We've completed 22,000 trips now.
That's a lot.
It is, and we know that when somebody gets on board, like, we don't have a lot of people that leave.
Well, there you go, guys. That's a whole bunch of information about storing your car with a company like Hassle Free. I think it's super interesting to hear, well, how much it costs and what sort of protections and services you actually get out of a service like this. I hope you guys like this video. Drop a comment down below. Tell us what you think. Tell us if you would consider storing your car with a company like Hassle Free, and be sure to come back to TFLcar.com for the latest news, views, real world reviews, and we'll see you next time.